1980s weren't just another chapter in rock. They were a revolution. Guitars got heavier, drums got bigger, and new sounds broke down every boundary. From raw metal riffs to stadium-sized anthems and even shocking crossovers, this was the decade when rock rewrote its own rules. So, let's count down 15 unforgettable rock songs from the 80s that didn't just top charts, they changed everything. Number 1, Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses, 1987. Sometimes the greatest riffs come from pure chance. Slash was just fooling around with a warm-up exercise when the opening to Sweet Child of Mine was born. Axl Rose wrote lyrics inspired by his then-girlfriend Erin Everly, giving the hard rock anthem an unusually heartfelt edge. It blended raw Sunset Strip energy with genuine tenderness. Released in 1987, it soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Guns N' Roses' only U.S. chart topper. For a band that thrived on grit and chaos, it was an unlikely love song. Critics and fans alike have ranked its riff among the greatest in rock history. Its influence spread across countless power ballads that followed. Sweet Child of Mine proved that even the most dangerous rock bands could craft something timeless and universally loved. Number 2, 1, Metallica, 1989. By the end of the 80s, Metallica delivered a song that would redefine metal's reach. 1 began as a haunting ballad, before erupting into thrash fury. Inspired by Johnny Got His Gun, it tells of a soldier trapped in silence, pleading for escape. The subject matter was harrowing, but it gave the song a depth few metal tracks had touched.
What's he saying? He says, kill me.
The video, their first, blended stark performance shots with war imagery and became an MTV sensation. It introduced Metallica to a wider audience.
I can be some kind of company for myself. Why don't they get it over with and kill me? I can yell for help.
Musically, it balanced melody and aggression, climaxing in machine gun drumming and searing guitar solos. One won the first ever Grammy for Best Metal Performance and set the stage for Metallica's rise as the genre's biggest band. Number 3, With or Without You, U2, 1987. U2 had already built a reputation for soaring rock, but With or Without You showed a new level of intimacy. Released as the lead single from the Joshua Tree, it became their first U.S. number. 1 hit. The song's heart lies in the Edge's use of the infinite guitar, sustaining notes that float like a haunting echo. It created a soundscape both vast and fragile. Bono's lyrics wrestle with tension, love, dependence, and the difficulty of letting go. That emotional honesty connected with millions. Its slow build, from hushed verses to passionate climax, gave the track a cinematic sweep that set U2 apart. With or Without You influenced countless bands to explore atmosphere over volume, proving that quiet intensity could be just as powerful as thunderous riffs. Number 4, Livin' on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, 1986. Bon Jovi's defining anthem introduced the world to Tommy and Gina, 2 characters who became symbols of working-class resilience. With its talkbox intro, Soaring chorus and cinematic storytelling, the track was designed for stadiums. Fans didn't just listen, they shouted every word back. Released in 1986, it topped the Billboard Hot 100 and sold more than 13 million copies worldwide. Decades later, it still re-enters charts thanks to its timeless appeal. The song's success helped Bon Jovi bridge the gap between hard rock credibility and pop accessibility. Livin' on a Prayer remains one of the most enduring rock anthems of the 80s, a perfect blend of grit, melody, and mass appeal. Walk This Way broke down walls between genres, while Livin' on a Prayer gave us a timeless anthem of struggle and hope. Which do you think had the bigger cultural impact? Number 5, Walk This Way. Run DMC and Aerosmith, 1986. By the mid-80s, rock and hip-hop rarely crossed paths. That changed when producer Rick Rubin urged Run DMC to cover Aerosmith's 1975 hit. Steven Tyler and Joe Perry joined them in the studio, and the result was explosive. The gritty guitar riff collided with sharp rap verses, creating something completely new. Released in 1986, it hit number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. Suddenly, rap had a mainstream rock audience, and Aerosmith had a massive comeback. The video, showing a wall literally broken between the two groups, became iconic on MTV. It symbolized a cultural breakthrough. Walk This Way proved rock and rap could coexist, opening the door for future genres like nu metal and rap rock. It was more than a hit. It was a turning point. Number 6. Purple Rain, Prince and the Revolution, 1984. When Prince performed Purple Rain, it wasn't just a song. It was a spiritual experience. Originally written as a country ballad, it grew into a rock epic filled with emotion. The track built slowly, layering gospel chords with searing guitar solos. Its climax was dramatic, almost cinematic. Released in 1984 with the movie of the same name, Purple Rain reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and won an Academy Award for Best Original Song Score. Its influence spread beyond rock, showing that pop, soul, and gospel could fuse into something transcendent. Purple Rain endures as one of Prince's most iconic works, a testament to how deeply personal music can resonate on a global scale. Number 7. Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen, 1984. Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA is one of the most misunderstood songs in rock. Many heard it as a patriotic anthem, but its verses told the painful story of a Vietnam veteran struggling after the war. Released in 1984, it became a stadium staple. The booming drums and synth riff made it larger than life, a sound made for arenas. The chorus, shouted with pride, often masked the bitterness in the lyrics. That duality gave the song its lasting power. It reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and remains one of Springsteen's defining works. Born in the USA proved rock could be both celebratory and critical, forcing listeners to dig deeper beneath the surface of its thunderous sound. Number 8. Jump, Van Halen, 1984. Van Halen shocked fans when they leaned on keyboards instead of just Eddie's guitar, but Jump turned that risk into their biggest hit. The synth riff became instantly recognizable, blasting from radios and arenas in 1984. The track climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, the band's only U.S. chart topper. Yet, Eddie's blistering guitar solo proved the band hadn't abandoned their roots. They just expanded them. David Lee Roth's high-energy vocals and flamboyant performance made it an anthem of joy and excess. Jump showed that rock could embrace pop trends without losing its edge, opening the door for synth rock to dominate the mid-'80s. The Police gave us haunting restraint, while Van Halen gave us explosive joy. Which of these 1980s classics do you think better defines the decade? Number 9. Every Breath You Take, The Police, 1983. On the surface, Every Breath You Take sounds like a love song. But listen closely, and it reveals something darker. Sting's lyrics are about obsession and control, not romance. Released in 1983, the track dominated that summer. It spent 8 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and won the Grammy for Song of the Year. Andy Summers' minimalist guitar riff, paired with Sting's steady bass line, gave the song its haunting feel. Simplicity was its strength. Audiences worldwide embraced it, even as critics pointed out its unsettling undertone. That tension made it unforgettable. Today, it's one of the most played songs in radio history. Proof that rock can be both commercially irresistible and lyrically unsettling. Number 10. Beat It, Michael Jackson feat. Eddie Van Halen, 1983. Michael Jackson wanted to prove he could rock, and he did it with style. Beat It fused pop precision with hard rock muscle. The track's heartbeat is Eddie Van Halen's blistering guitar solo, recorded in just one take. It gave the song an edge that pop radio had rarely embraced before. Released in 1983, it topped charts worldwide, selling over 10 million copies. At the Grammys, it took home both Record of the Year and Best Male Rock Vocal Performance. The video, featuring rival gangs settling differences through dance, became an MTV classic. Beat It didn't just break barriers, it showed that pop, R&B, and rock could thrive together, reshaping what mainstream rock could sound like. Under Pressure proved collaboration could be transcendent, while Beat It proved crossover could be unstoppable. Which one feels like the bigger game changer to you? Number 11. Under Pressure, Queen and David Bowie, 1981. Sometimes magic happens by accident. In Montreux, Queen and David Bowie found themselves jamming together, and from it came Under Pressure. Built around John Deacon's hypnotic bass line, The song balances Bowie's theatrical edge with Freddie Mercury's soaring vocals. The back and forth creates a tension that drives the track. Lyrically, it wrestles with the weight of modern life, pressure, compassion, and the human need for connection. It's a rare rock anthem that's both urgent and tender. Upon release, it shot to number 1 in the UK and later became one of both artists' most celebrated collaborations. Decades later, Under Pressure still ranks among the greatest rock songs ever written, a reminder of what happens when legends collide in the studio. Number 12, In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins, 1981. Phil Collins stepped out of Genesis with a debut single that stunned the world. In the Air Tonight wasn't just a song, it was an atmosphere. Its moody synths and haunting vocals built tension with every verse, pulling listeners into Collins' emotional space. Then came the drum break. That thunderous, gated reverb sound didn't just make the song, it defined 80s production. The track reached the top 20 in the US and number 1 across Europe, making Collins a solo star. In the Air Tonight proved that production itself could be revolutionary, and that a drum fill could change rock forever. Number 13, Back in Black, AC/DC 1980. After losing Bon Scott, many thought AC/DC's future was over. Instead, they came back harder than ever with Back in Black. That opening riff is instantly recognizable, one of the most iconic in rock history. It became a rallying cry of resilience and raw power. Brian Johnson's raspy vocals brought new fire, while the band's unshakable groove made the track both heavy and radio-friendly. Critics hailed it as a perfect hard rock single. Fans embraced it as proof that AC/DC's spirit couldn't be broken. To this day, Back in Black stands not only as a tribute, but as one of the best-selling and most influential rock anthems of all time. Number 14, Another One Bites the Dust, Queen, 1980. Queen were never afraid to experiment, but this song was bold even by their standards. Written by bassist John Deacon, Another One Bites the Dust stripped away excess for a lean, funky groove. The band almost didn't release it as a single until Michael Jackson suggested it. They listened, and the gamble changed their career. The track topped the US charts for 3 weeks and sold more than 7 million copies. Its handclaps, pulsing bass line, and restrained guitar riff blurred the line between disco and rock. For many fans, it proved rock bands didn't have to fear the dance floor. Instead, they could own it. Today, it stands as Queen's biggest-selling single and one of the clearest examples of genre barriers breaking in the 1980s. Motörhead tore down the speed limit, and Queen blurred the line between disco and rock. If you had to pick one, which song feels like the bigger rule breaker? Number 15, Ace of Spades, Motörhead, 1980. Motörhead kicked off the decade with a track that redefined heavy music. Ace of Spades wasn't just loud, it was lightning fast. The single hit number, 15 on the UK charts, proving aggression could still break through commercially. The song's gambling metaphors and Lemmy's gravel-throated voice gave it grit. Its message was clear: rock could be raw, risky, and thrilling. That rapid-fire riff and relentless tempo influenced thrash and speed metal bands that followed. Suddenly, heavy music had a blueprint for both chaos and catchiness. Even decades later, lists of the greatest riffs or rock anthems nearly always include it. Few songs scream rebellion as purely as this one. Ace of Spades didn't just energize Motörhead fans, it helped speed metal take root in the 80s. Dangerous rock bands could craft something timeless and universally loved. The 1980s weren't just another decade in music. They were a turning point. From Motörhead's fury to Guns N' Roses' unexpected tenderness, each track we've revisited changed what rock could be. Some fused genres, others reshaped production, and a few spoke directly to cultural struggles. Together they rewrote the rulebook of rock. Their riffs, drum fills, and voices still echo today, reminding us that the best songs don't just reflect their time, they define it. So tell me, which of these rock anthems from the 80s changed your world the most?